Good evening, good evening, good evening. From the Channel 9 studio, this is Sports Chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. Well, welcome in. Cat Raleigh, good evening. You're a Jazz fan, that's what's happening. But tonight we're going to talk about what happened. Right now, we're going to talk about what happened on Friday Night SmackDown. To recap that, Commander, what's going on? The Lady of the Nine is in the building. Where's the faith? Welcome in, welcome in. But we're gonna talk about what happened tonight on okay uh on SmackDown. We're gonna go into the predictions of the card at WrestleMania, and then we'll have the conversation about the NBA. So let's just start. This is a very light night tonight in on SmackDown as they are preparing for WrestleMania 42. And in about a few minutes, they're going to have the Hall of Fame inductions into the WWE Hall of Fame. But we started off with Randy Orton came out. He talking about he didn't need Cody Rhodes' permission to become or to be who he truly is, and to sum it up, pretty much, he's going to take care of business and he's going to leave WrestleMania with the title and be the 15-time world champion. That's how he summed it up. He jumps in, he leaves the ring and goes off with Pat McAfee, and they dip off somewhere. The first actual match was the Wyatt Six versus the MFTs. Uh, this match was just it was awkward. It was weird. Yeah, it's mum's accounts. But we see them had a all out street fight. We saw garbage cans. We saw kendo sticks. We saw all of those things. The Wyatts had an opportunity to win it, but Tama Tonga came in and he put some work in. He's about to finish Uncle Howdy. Then Solo jumps in, hits him with a Samoan spike, gets the 3 count. The MFTs win that match, and now we await to see what happens with them next week, as none of those participants are going to be in WrestleMania. But you saw the dysfunction between Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa as Tama Tonga looked at him like I was going to finish him. Solo came in and finished it off, but it's some distinction. It's some friction between those guys, and we're pretty sure there's going to be more to come after after Mania. They had a bunch of promos about Jacob and Drew McIntyre, which leading up to their match tomorrow as part of the Saturday night lineup for WrestleMania. Then they had the Miz. They showed the one with the Miz remarrying his wife, and Danhausen. Danhausen came in and cursed him at his own wedding. Danhausen been all over the place. Shout out to him. Then we had a tag team title match between Damian Priest and R-Truth versus I don't know if we calling them the New Day. My 33 brother, what up though? We're gonna just call him Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller. Uh, Grayson Waller, he's they started off the match early. Uh, what happened is, man? Oh, Grayson Waller had the advantage over R-Truth. Uh, then they get the tag to Priest. Priest comes in. He does a little damage. Kofi comes in, does his little damage. Then we get a hot tag. We get a hot tag from Damian Priest. We got R-Truth running around being John Cena. Well, no, I'll take that back. Uh, Kofi Kingston slaps R-Truth hand. For those of you that sounds crazy, because it is, because R-Truth wasn't his partner. So he comes in, he ends up beating up Kofi Kingston, doing the John Cena runaround, the shoulder blocks, the the you can't see me after the suplex. The Priest comes in, he suplexes Grayson Waller, and then they both do the five knuckle shuffle. Uh, Truth gets the pin, and R-Truth and Priest retain the title. So they don't. I don't think they have a match at Mania, but that was a nice little solid win. Uh, for the champs. Then we saw Jade and Rhea Ripley in their final appearance before their match at WrestleMania. Pretty much saying, Rhea saying that Jade is scared. Jade is saying, I ain't worried about you because I'm gonna take care of business. You know, yeah, I could never be afraid of you. You jealous of me, so on and so forth. So, they ended that segment with no fighting, no anything of that scenario. So then we had a number one Intercontinental Championship match. Oh, excuse me, the U.S. Championship match between Tiffy Time, who's Tiffany Stratton, and Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace started this match very energetic, as she has been missing match. She hasn't been seen since her loss to Jade Cargill a couple of weeks back, or maybe it was like a month or so. Um, but she started out the match, with short clotheslines and keeping Tiffy Time close to her as she did her damage. But Tiffany, she got away. She got a little bit of room and she took advantage. And as she's taking advantage, she's looking at Julia, telling Julia, "I'm about to come get you." Uh, she start pointing at her, start talking trash to her. Jordynne is a little befuddled. She slams Jordynne Grace, gets on the turnbuckles, looks at Julia, said, "Yo, that's my belt." Did the prettiest moonsault ever, gets a 3 count. Uh, so Tiffany Stratton is the number one contender to face Julia. Then we had a Trick Williams segment. With Trick Williams is a stone cold trip. Trick Williams he told Sami Zayn to come out, so that's the music pops, and it's a gingerbread man that comes out. Because y'all, for those of you that don't know, Sami Zayn he's a pale person with a red beard, so they call him the gingerbread man. That's what Trick Williams calls him. So he comes out, the gingerbread man comes out, and they start joking and stuff like that. But Trick was like, "Yo, you took out my friend Little Yachty, you haluva kicked him and all that." But Sammy came out talking about, "I don't care if these people don't like me. You came out on fire. Now you just another guy. You just a rookie." Trick said, "Listen, man, I'm taking this belt up off you." And then they start punching, throwing blows and stuff like that. He gets he knocks Trick out the ring. Then he haluva kicks the gingerbread man. He kicked him so hard that the mask, I'm gonna say the mask, but it was like really a head figure. It came off off the character, and then he turns around and get the trick shot done to him by Trick Williams, and that's how that segment ends. As Trick leaves, Trick holds up the belt as if he telling people he gonna win the championship. Then the next match was Charlotte and Miss Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra. They started fighting early as Charlotte tried to take out Lyra on the belt as she was standing on the turnbuckle. She hits the rope, almost hurts her. So they start fighting then. And then before we can even get into the actual match, the tag champs come out, and annihilate the floor with everybody. They hit the leg drop off. I can't remember if that's the move, the name of the move, but they executed the leg drop off the top rope while Lash is holding who was this, Lyra. So that's how they left everybody damaged and down as they head into their fatal four way. Then we had the Andre the Giant battle royal. Uh, we see Royce Keys come out as one of the last participants. Then we hear that music that my 33 brother loves so much. Joe Henry made a special appearance to the ring. We saw some AAA people. We saw the Parker. That's my guy. If anybody been watching me for the past few months, y'all know how much I love La Parker. This was the older version of La Parker, but you know it didn't matter. We saw some AAA guys. Like I said, we saw TNA or TNA slash NXT as Psycho Clown, Shallow Hill, uh, and like I said, Joe Henry come across. Uh, the final four of this match was actually Otis, who had a great showing for a change. Royce Keys, Talatonga, uh, who was the last one? And Alistair Black. Alistair Black, he got rid of some people in the beginning as they was like staggering on their way out the ring. Uh, but they got rid of Alistair Black. Then it was Otis being eliminated, and then Royce Keys hit the spine buster and knocks Tyler Tonga out to win the battle royal. So Royce Keys wins the Andre the Giant battle royal. Uh, and then we just had the last segment of Cody Rhodes was talking. Uh, he didn't want to say Pat McAfee's name, and then all of a sudden we hear CM Punk music. So we got both champions coming in the ring, to have a conversation. Uh, you know, we gotta win the champ. Well, we gotta win. My dad will be proud of you, Punk. This, that, and the third. Like I said, it was a very light night. As they are, like I said, in a few minutes they probably get ready to start the Hall of Fame inductions and things like that. But everybody came out in suits and things like that. So it was a quiet night. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the WrestleMania cards, and I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna make the predictions. Uh, so for is this tomorrow? Yes, it is. I'm gonna start at the bottom of this card for Saturday because these are the two matches that'll be on ESPN2 at 6 o'clock as WrestleMania got a 6 o'clock start. So I'm gonna do the unsanctioned match, Jacob versus Drew. Now many people think that Drew's going to lose. I was going to agree with it, but then I just felt like it's just something about Jacob. It's like they're holding him back a little bit. Like he's getting ready to get into a confrontation with somebody else, maybe the MFTs or maybe just solo, and then they'll break that faction up. So I think Drew's going to take advantage of this opportunity and get the win in this unsanctioned match. They both been hurt. They both been thrown off a high rise. Well, not a high riser, but they've been thrown off of patios and things like that. But I'm gonna give this match to Drew. Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. I'm giving this to Usos and LA Knight because this is the only time that LA Knight is actually gonna win anything. That's just my opinion, as I feel like they're slow grinding him, and I'm just gonna watch this to see the mood of Jey Uso. Now, for those of you that haven't seen what happened, so Jey Uso was on Cameron and May show, and then he supposedly jumped on Cam, and and he supposedly put hands on Cam. So I don't know Uh, I don't know if Cam is hurt. As a matter of fact, I did see. I seen the clip where he like, damn, Mace, we use that. So I guess he felt some type of way about Jay jumping on him, but he did try to play him. Say, yo, he ain't feeling the he ain't feeling the Usos. He wants some Sunday night, some Sunday main eventers. Not this guy. He's the weakest one of the family. All type of crazy stuff. So I guess he got to get them hands put to him. Okay, so then we also got the women's tag team champion fatal four way between the Irresistible Forces, which is Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. We got Charlotte and Miss Bliss. We got Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria and the Bellas. I'm just gonna stick with Lash and Nia. I think it's too early for them to lose the belt, and as the tag teams are still trying to gain the momentum, as far as because the ones that's been the tag team the most is Lyra and Bayley. They've been there for the longest. The Bellas just came back. We know that Charlotte and Miss Bliss, they just they came together last year, and all of these other things. But I just I just I think this is gonna be Lash's coming out party as far as her mania moment. I think she's gonna dominate, and then I just think they just gonna do some type of damage to these three tag teams just to show domination and retain their title. Then we got AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I'm gonna go with the stunner. I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch winning the belt. I don't know how. I don't know why. I just feel like Becky Lynch is gonna win. I don't think Maybe it's because I think AJ is part timing, and she hasn't really fought a match since having the belt. I mean, she may have fought a match, but it wasn't a match. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with that. So I'm gonna pick Becky Lynch to win that. Now Seth versus Gunther. Me, I always tell I've been saying if this ain't a retirement match, Gunther's not gonna win, and I'm sticking with that because Seth is not retiring. I think is one of the vision guys may come out. Uh, I haven't heard. I'm gonna say Bronson Reed might come out and interfere and give Gunther the win, but or interfering it to like get a disqualification maybe. I don't know. This match is very different. This was more like an impromptu match, but maybe the distraction of one of the visions give Gunther a win. I'm changing my pick. I'm going with Gunther to get a win because I think one of those guys are coming out. I don't know which one. I'm gonna go with Bronson Reed. I don't know if Breaker has been healing well enough or not from his rotator cuff situation to go ahead and go through that. Then we got the women's championship, Stephanie versus Liv. Uh, do I see a turn here? I think I want to say Raquel's going to come out. She is. I think Raquel's going to come out, but I think she's going to come out against Liv. So I'm gonna have Stephanie retain the belt. So I think Stephanie Valkyria is going to win, and then we got Cody versus Randy. Uh, we it's pretty much cemented that Jelly Roll's going to get into this match, and I think Cody's going to keep on going with the win, unless I don't know. This maybe some people might say The Rock might come out and help Cody. I don't know. I don't see it, but they're trying to make this a TKO versus WWE thing. So who knows what's gonna happen? But I think Jelly Roll's gonna come out and help, and that's gonna give Cody. He gonna hit a Cody cutter or something like that, and Cody's gonna win that main event for Saturday night. So now we go to the Sunday card. The first two matches that's going to be on ESPN at 6 o'clock over Femi versus Brock. This is going to be a strength of talent. I just want to see what what happens, but I don't think it's going to be a quick match. I think this is going to be like a 15-minute match. Brock might get his opportunity. He's going to show some strength. Oba's going to show his strength, and Oba's going to just he's gonna take him apart within the last 10 minutes. So I'm gonna pick Oba over Brock. Now this Intercontinental Championship ladder match. This will probably be the second most exciting match of Sunday. Uh, Rusev, I'm not picking Rusev. Rey Mysterio is just making an appearance. JD Madonna, he takes a lot of bumps. I think he'll take some more bumps. Javon is going to do some outstanding moves. Uh, I'm gonna go with Penta retaining. No, my heart is telling me my heart is telling me to go with Javon, just to just because it's Javon Evans, and I love Javon Evans. I love his activeness in the ring, or his activity in the ring. And I think him, Penta, and Dragon Lee is going to be doing a lot of the. And Ray going to do a little bit, even though he's in his 50s right about now, or heading towards 50. But Rusev is going to have a little power show. JD going to have a little power in it. But I'm gonna go with Javon. I think Javon might do something crazy. I want Javon to just jump from the rope to the ladder, go up the ladder, and pull the belt. But I think I'm gonna go with Penta just because he's the champ. So those are the first two matches. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. As much as we all love Trick, I think they want Sammy to hold on to this belt a little bit longer. So I'm gonna pick Sammy, even though my heart is telling me to pick Trick. But I'm gonna go with Sammy just for the sense of a new story that's coming up. Finn versus Dirty Dom. I'm gonna pick Dom. I think somebody's gonna come. I think somebody's gonna come out. Maybe JD might come out before maybe one of the girls might come out to try to help him, and I think Finn Balor might have somebody with him, but I don't really know who. So I'm gonna just go with Dom. Dom gonna do something crazy and steal a win from Finn Balor. Jade versus Rhea. I'm going with Jade, not because she has the group, but because she needs a superior. She needs a win against somebody with a high profile name, and I think Rhea is the name, and I think that's going to lead to a storyline somewhere down the line. Now, I don't know if Bianca's going to show up. I don't know, and if she doesn't, I'm really sticking with Jade. But even if she do come, I think they want that match regardless. Jade versus Bianca Belair. So I'm going to pick Jade to win against Rhea. Now, the Punk and Roman match. This is the hardest one for me to pick. While I do think Punk can beat Roman, the question is that what they want? Is that what the people want? Maybe somebody comes down to help Roman to respond to that little slick jab he threw about it, or Roman's father. But I'm a go ahead and say Roman gonna win. I'm gonna pick Roman Reigns to win and gain the championship. Uh, that match is probably gonna be about a good hour or so. But I'm gonna pick Roman. Maybe somebody comes out and help. I don't know, but I'm picking Roman to win this. So for Sunday, I got Roman, Jade, Dirty Dom, Sammy, Oba, and Penta to win. And Saturday I got Gunther, Becky Lynch, Stephanie Vaquer, and I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes. So those are my picks as far as the WrestleMania card. Realist, what's going on with you? My bad. I was just doing this thing. I was doing the card. I didn't even look over here. My bad. You would love to see. I think Bianca may make an appearance in it, and I think Jade is gonna look at her, and then B Fab and them. She might put hands on B Fab and Michin, but I don't think that'll be enough. I just think the way Rhea's not looking too good. I don't think they want her to win the belt. I just think it's just gonna be a big win for Jade. To say, hey, she actually defeated a former champion at WrestleMania. We know she beat EO, but this is different. This is at WrestleMania, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, I see you pick Sammy Word. I don't think Finn gonna lose that as the Demon for the first. Well, I just think somebody's gonna come out and get in the way in that match. I don't know who, or maybe I don't know. If it's not, well, I don't think it's gonna be JD. Maybe Liv, maybe Roxanne come out for Dom. Penta just got the belt. Oh, you think he gonna retain? I mean, yeah, I go with that. I got. You said Randy better win. I don't. I don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying. That match is hard to pick. I'm not even thinking about Pat McAfee. Like I said, I know Jelly Roll gonna come out there. He probably gonna choke slam him through a table or some stupid stuff like that. I don't think they want Cody to lose this belt. I don't know why. I can't understand it for the life of me. I think it's time for a change. I think it'd be cool to see Randy run around as this Randy. You know what I mean? I really would. I just don't see how they want that to happen. Especially if they go into Saudi Arabia. See, a lot of this is me thinking about Saudi Arabia too. Right? Now if Roman and I can't see Punk and like, especially after what we just saw, I can't see them going to Saudi Arabia, the crown jewel thing. I don't see it. So I'm going to I don't think Randy's gonna win. I think Randy gonna be missing for a few while as the voices in his head gonna keep talking to him stuff. He said, I think Breaker's closer than Reed as far as health. Breaker had her, yeah, and I just think one of them may come out. You know what I mean? I just think one of them will come out. Maybe not. They just to distract them. Or they like Paul Heyman might, or maybe Paul Heyman come out and play some music for him. I don't know. I just don't see. I don't see Seth winning that. I see Seth heading towards that Vision clash with the Vision. I really do. He said that damn Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll gonna play a role in that one. Realist. I ain't that. I don't even know what to tell you. BDB, how you feeling? How you living? My bad, 9. I'm going going up this thing reading this. The more I watch it, the more, hey, I really question if it was real. Oh, y'all talk about the Jey Uso. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, Killer look like he busting pellets. He shoot a pea shooter because Jay just grabbed him, dragged him, and tossed his little ass over the thing. But that's I just feel like yo, yeah, I just think that I don't even know how to call that one. I really don't. Yeah, word had. I was gonna go live, man. I be I don't know. Sometimes the alter ego be wanting to come out. SummerSlam is before Crown Jewel. Uh, I don't know. That's a great question. Let's look that up. Let's look that up while I'm sitting here talking to you guys. Jeopardy music. I need Jeopardy music. It's Crown Jewel before SummerSlam. The answer is no. Crown Jewel takes place after SummerSlam. SummerSlam is in August. Crown Jewel is early November. So, yeah, well, that might hurt my theory though. Jelly Roll gonna get RKO. I think yeah, he might get RKO, and then as he get RKO, my 33 brother he hates this, but he gonna see that stupid ass Cody cutter. So so SummerSlam is before Crown Jewel. Yes, according to what I just saw. Mac McAfee needed his. Yeah, he gonna get put down. Now let's just see. Let's just see if I got Randy Orton losing. Now we heard him say he ain't coming back to wrestling after he if Randy loses. So that might give people the incentive for him to win. I just don't care. I don't care because like I listen all week I've been seeing uh, WWE stars all over ESPN. Well, I don't care if it was Cody, it was Roman, it was Punk, it was Jay Uso, it was I seen Jay today. Jay was on first take today. I don't know, man. Listen, they getting it done as far as the marketing. I get it. The next PLE is Backlash, then Clash. Oh, Clash of Champions. Isn't that Clash of Champ? That's not. Isn't that Crown Jewel? See, I'm getting those confused. Crown. I know Crown Jewel is when they get the jewels like the Clash of Champions. The Raw and the SmackDown. I thought those was one and the same, so I could be wrong. But I just think, well, where the hell's Money in the Bank? Money in the Bank got to be coming soon too. This year is flying by so fast. They don't even have Saudi Arabia scheduled. That's a good point. That's a good point. Didn't think about that. Well, I know this much. I know they glad. I ain't gonna put the conspiracy theory out there. Maybe that's why they they didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia this year. They knew what was happening. But that's another story. We ain't doing that. We on the sports channel. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that today. We ain't doing it. Um, but will there be some surprises? Probably. So I think there's gonna be some surprises. Uh, John Cena's hosting the show or hosting WrestleMania. I don't know. I think it's going to be wild, but I'm still excited. I'm still excited because I don't know what it is, and they're gonna. The event itself is worth watching. The the fact that some people get to watch it on ESPN, it may hurt the product a little bit. Uh, you know, the way they did tonight. It felt so lackluster. The fans there felt so lackluster. But I'm still expecting the big show. I expect the I expect the I show speed. They might lump him up a little bit to get the crowd up excited and things like that. Uh, it's Clash of Italy. Uh, um, I think those first two matches is going to be the key to everything. Yeah, because it's and then the Jacob match. They probably fight all over. They're gonna be all over the place, running through the crowd. Jacob going to do the little moonsault probably off the not even off the turnstile. He might be in the stands and just hit Drew through a chair. I mean through a table. So that's gonna be a brutal match. But just remember, it's only gonna be an hour. So one of these matches is gonna be short. I'm gonna go with the Logan the 6-man tag. I think that's gonna because they probably yeet for about 10 minutes just to have WrestleMania go back, and then you know, just to have, eyes on ESPN to see what numbers they're gonna get for Saturday, and then they got a better chance of the Oba and Brock match gonna draw a lot for them on Sunday. I truly believe that. Um, Money in the Bank is in New Orleans. Hey, okay. Ain't gonna drop no bees on that. But like I said, the main question is: will the titles change hands? Will Roman get the belt? Will Punk retain? Will Cody get? Will Randy get the 15? Uh, Liv with the big lump on her face. Is she gonna get Stephanie rattled to where she gonna dethrone her? And will Rhea be able to overcome Jade Cargill? Those are the matches, that I'm looking forward to. As we got the women's tag available, but the men's, I don't even think they bothered with that belt, especially the SmackDown one, because we see the tag champs is in a 6-man tag. I would, normally we prefer all the belts to be available to change hands at Mania, but they're doing something different. But the product, I think, is going to be good enough. We might get some head scratchers, but we definitely going to figure this thing out. Now the question that I have for everybody is: should we do a recap each night? Because we running out of sports, to be quite honest with you. I do understand that the NBA playoff starts today. But if y'all give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. If y'all want to do WrestleMania recaps Saturday and Sunday, we can do that. I'm cool. Whatever y'all want done. I'm trying to get my mojo back. I'll explain. Well, I'll let the alter ego explain that one, because I've been out of it. But if that's what y'all want to do, put thumbs up, put thumbs down, put it in the chat, or put it on a community wall, what y'all want done. But you know what I mean? It's up to y'all. I mean, it's up to y'all. Y'all want to, because I know a lot of people may not have the ESPN channel itself. And then we could just go ahead and, it's hot. It's, it's fresh, it's hot. So we can go ahead and go right from there. We don't got to wait till Monday to go, or Sunday to go through it. Sunday night to go through 2 nights. We could do 1 and 1. And then we could figure out, as we watch it or recap it, how is that going to affect Monday. Maybe I do it that way. I don't know. You know what I mean? But, this channel's for the fans. This channel's for the people that come through. If that's what y'all want to do, that's what we're going to do. Shout out to my guy, Atmosphere. I haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully he's all right. I haven't seen him, or he hasn't been around. Hopefully, all is well with him as he getting, as we rev up for Mania. But at the same time, life is life. And so hopefully he's all right. Hope to see him back here soon. But yeah, that's up to you guys as we go forward. You know what I mean? But I'm, like I said, I'm excited. They're like at 6:00 ESPN2. That's the start time. For those of you that do have ESPN, you can watch the first hour Saturday on ESPN2. The second day, Sunday, you can watch the first hour. Y'all get to see Brock and Oprah on ESPN Sunday. That's how y'all know the sports world is down, because they said the hell with the NBA playoffs. We gonna put Brock and Oba on ESPN. We gonna see if we can outrank them. All this is just something they want to see if they can match up with the actual sports as being an entertainment facility. The WWE. You know what I mean? So he said, "I'm finna." Don't say that too loud. The best thing I can tell you, real, is if you got a VPN, use that thing. If you got a VPN, use it. And hey, Netflix International. That's what they say. But that would be the it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be an interesting, a whole interesting. This is gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. You know, for the most part, it was quiet. They was trying to figure out, you know, how to get WrestleMania going anyway with all the injuries from Bronson Reed, Breaker, uh, you know, Rey Mysterio is still injured because it was supposed to be Rey Mysterio. Supposedly, it's supposed to be Rey Mysterio and Gunther as he was supposed to retire. Rey Mysterio. So, you know, he's still on the mend. Uh, we still know Bianca. We still know Naomi's out with the maternity leave. Congratulations to her once again on her baby. Uh, you know, it's just good to see. You know, they played the card. You know, they held the Oba and Brock thing long enough. That's going to be one of the most, that's still going to be one of the most watched matches. Even though Roman and Punk will be the match, I think Brock and Oba is going to be the most watched match. And then the ladder match. Like I said, them young guys, Penta, Dragon Lee, Javon. I think they're gonna steal the show. I really do. I just think that they're talented enough to give the people what they want, the excitement. You know, I can see Javon he trying to do the OG cutter off the ladder. I can see him doing this. You know, he ain't got a care in the world of 21. So I can see him doing that. And I want to see that. That's going to take me back to the Rey Mysterio days when they was doing the luchadors and WCW. Him, La Parka, and Eddie Guerrero, and a young Jericho. Yeah, y'all forget Jericho used to be flying around when he first got in this thing. Not you know, he wasn't just making lists at WCW. He was putting some work in. So I think that ladder match, it's not like the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian, like those type matches, the tag matches. It's not that. I get like the one they had last year with Street Profits in them. It's not that. It's just all it's single individuals trying to get to that ladder to pull that belt down. So it's going to be exciting. I'm definitely waiting and excited to see that. But I'm excited. Like I said, I'm definitely excited to see that. Where was I going? Let me see what's going on in the NBA. We got the final from in the NBA. We got a final in Orlando. The Magic with the 121-90 win. Let me refresh this because I think they're already in the third quarter and the second game. With that win, Orlando advances. Wait, what are you doing? That's tomorrow. Uh, Orlando faces they become the 8th seed and will face the Detroit Pistons on Sunday. We will have the schedule for those games in a minute. And in the fourth quarter, as it says right here, with 9 minutes to go. Oh wait, it's not even showing. Hold on. Where I'm at? Oh yes, it is. 85-78. The Suns over the Warriors, and that is to be the number 8 seed. The winner of that will be playing the Oklahoma City Thunder on Sunday. So now we can look at tomorrow's games. Tomorrow's games are the 3-6s and the 4-5 seeds in both conferences. The 1 o'clock game, which will probably be on Prime. Prime is just everywhere. I'm so sick of Prime. The Cavs will be hosting the Raptors at 1, followed by the Nuggets, the 3 seed, hosting the T-Wolves, the 6 seed, at 3:30. At 6 o'clock, the Knickerbockers will be playing the Hawks in the Garden, and on ABC, the only game that's on nationally public television, free TV, will be the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Rockets. I have not heard if Luka's coming back or Austin Reeves. I don't I haven't heard anything, but we'll find out tomorrow. But we know that's going to be a LeBron KD scenario. I don't know if it's going to go where, who, what, when. But I'm going to make my predictions for these games or these series. I'm going to go with the 1 o'clock game. I'm going to go. Oh my God. That's who we got over there. Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett. I'm going with Cleveland in 6. Will it be up? I don't know. Anthony Edwards might. I'm gonna go Nuggets in 7. I'm gonna go Nuggets in 7 just because Ant Man is mad because he didn't get to be a part of the MVP conversation or none of that as he missed the criteria of 65 games. I'm going to Knicks in 6. Those my guys. I'm gonna go with the Knicks in 6. I just think the Hawks maybe they may get they're gonna get some shots. They remind me of last year's Pistons, so I'm gonna give them 2 games, and I'm gonna go with LeBron. This is not this is not the Kevin Durant with the Warriors. Even though he got Sangoon, but I'm gonna go LeBron in 6. So those are my picks for those. Those are my I said Lakers in 6, Nuggets in 7, Cavs in 6, and Knicks in 6. Now the Sunday games, we don't have it official yet for. Yes, we do. We got. I'm going Detroit. I'm going Detroit in 5. I'm gonna go Spurs in 6. I don't care who the Thunder playing. They going 5. Uh, Celtics in 5. So those are my picks going forward. Those games on Sunday will be Celtics will be on ABC hosting the Sixers. 3:30 game will be on ABC as well. Thunder hosting whoever wins this final game. Peacock is Detroit and the Magic, and Peacock or NBC is going to be Spurs and Trailblazers. So that's what I got as far as the picks going forward. You know, it's now we know the NBA. They have a lot of surprises as well, but I don't think it's going to be in the first round. Uh, we do got. I think hockey starts their playoffs this weekend too, but I don't even know who's playing. I didn't look at it. No, let's look at it. They got today's game is the Senators versus the Hurricanes in the East. The Penguins and Flyers. That's all Philly. That's all Pennsylvania. Uh, the Kings and Avalanche. Oh no, excuse me. The Wilds and the Stars. That's Saturday, and then Sunday is going to be Kings and Avalanche, Lightning and Canadians, the Bruins and Sabres. Those are the games for the NHL. They start tomorrow. So all the main playoffs start tomorrow. NHL, NBA. You got WrestleMania. So you can't tell me that this weekend ain't about sports and entertainment. It is because you got playoffs coming in. You got the biggest entertainment session as far as wrestling goes, WrestleMania. So all y'all that's sports fans, y'all sit back and buckle your seatbelts. It's gonna be a lot of watching going on. You know what I mean? Like you get to see a LeBron and KD maybe for the last time. Who knows? We not all we can do is say LeBron gonna be a Laker. or is he going to sit it down and retire? Highly unlikely, but we're going to go with that, right? Can the upstart Hawks shock the Knickerbockers? Can Philly pull one out on Boston Celtics? Can the Raptors shock the Cavs? These are the questions that we're going into for the NBA. So, like I said, this is the most exciting time of the year for me. We just left the NCAA tournament, that one shining moment left off, and now we got the NBA where you got the cream of the. It ought to be the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop. You got to rise to the occasion, and there's no better occasion to rise to than the NBA and NHL playoffs. Let's go see who's going to grab that Lombardi Cup, who's going to win that Larry O'Brien Trophy, and we'll figure that out in June. But it's just the beginning, and it comes right along with WrestleMania. So I am going to be excited. I am excited. I don't listen. I might be on do not bother me tomorrow Sunday, but as a sports fan, this is the time that we wait for. Sports galore, right? You got all these sports happening. Baseball starting to pick up. So we can do this, but like I said, maybe if I get some responses, we may come on tomorrow to do a recap of Saturday at Mania. Like even right now, as I'm talking to y'all, I'm watching a boxing match, a women's boxing match, not in the Garden, but it's in New York, right? That's what I'm saying. It's nothing but sports around me. It's not, and I'm not just picking it up because it's there. It's being shown to me. Lanny Daniel just won by TKO. She's like what is she? A middleweight? A super middleweight, yeah. So, you know what I mean? We got sports. We got boxing. We got wrestling. We got all of this stuff, and hopefully, I will be here to recap all of these things with you tomorrow, Sunday. But we know Sunday we definitely coming on because we gonna recap the NBA weekend. So we'll definitely be back Sunday. Like I said, if I get enough encouragement, let's do it. Let's do it. We could do it Saturday, or maybe I could just do it and see what happens. But either way, we gonna be here. So shout out, the scores and the highlights was brought to you by the 9%. We're a better you is a better us, and the realest one who always tells us to always act accordingly. So with that being said, shout out to those that came through. We may be back tomorrow to have a conversation, but definitely we'll be back Sunday to finish out all of the game ones of the NBA playoffs. So with that being said, from the Channel 9 studio, this is Mr. 33 signing off. I'll see y'all this weekend.